This year, you'll be hearing the phrase digital rich learning often, but what does it mean? What is a digitally rich learning environment and what does it look like? That's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. Let's face it, our world is changing at a breakneck pace, especially when it comes to technology. We live in a world of self-driving cars, of fitness trackers and smartwatches, of virtual reality and augmented reality. We live in a world of smart homes and the Internet of Things. I mean, you can even buy a Wi-Fi enabled slow cooker that you can control from your iPhone. No lie. Historically, schools have been slow to keep up with advances in technology, but the increasingly consumer-driven personalization of our digital devices means that our hyper-connected students and teachers are changing the landscape of learning. Many of us have more computing power in our pockets than the computers that filled entire rooms just a few short decades ago. Not only are our devices amazing little computational machines, they're also connected to the net. That means with a few quick taps, any of us can find information within seconds. Who's on base in tonight's Braves game? What's the quickest way around this traffic jam? What was that movie about teenagers flying jets that starred Louis Gossett Jr.? Information anytime, anywhere. This explosion of connectivity and access is impacting the classroom. With advances in internet technology, especially cloud computing, users can create rich media that's accessible from any device, whether a laptop, tablet, or a smartphone. A student may begin designing a presentation on a Chromebook in their world history class and finish it at home using the family's laptop. Another group of students may work on collecting photographic evidence of pollution in their neighborhood using their phones for a unit on the environment, collaboratively saving and editing the images in a shared Dropbox file online. While another group of students might actually use their personal iPads to have a video Google Hangout with their teacher and a local health industry official as part of a research project. Just a few short years ago, this kind of work was the stuff of science fiction, but today, it's a reality. As demand and access increase and technology advances, the way that school districts like ours approach digital learning is changing too. In an era of shrinking budgets, we're focusing more than ever on sustainability, striking a balance between technology expenditures and increasing opportunities afforded by digital tools to truly offer our learners personalized learning experiences. In the past, the best way to offer personalized digital learning experiences was to assign a laptop to each student. This allowed students to access our Haiku learning management system to create Word files, PowerPoints, and more. All of these resources were then saved to the machine's hard drive and synced to a backup when the student arrived at school the next day. The process ultimately became slow and cumbersome, and digital collaboration was challenging at best. A few years ago, however, our district embraced Google Apps for Education. This was our first step into the age of cloud computing. Email, calendars, document creation. With Google Apps, all of this now takes place in the cloud. No more lost files when your laptop's battery dies. No more research projects and presentations gone because my flash drive got washed. Likewise, I don't have to pass a laptop back and forth between myself and my lab partner to create a report. We can both edit the same document at the same time with the magic of collaborative writing in Google Docs. This move to the cloud also means that I can access and even edit my files using the smartphone in my pocket. I can finish it when I get home because the same file appears in the browser on my mom's laptop. My files, my creations, anytime, anywhere. That's what cloud computing is all about. This means that as a district, we can provide an even more connected digital learning experience than we ever have as we embrace student-owned devices such as laptops, tablets, and smartphones through BYOD and supplement them at school with a cost-effective, sustainable cloud computing device, the Chromebook. Chromebooks mean that students no longer have to be tied to a specific device. One day they may do their research from a Chromebook and on another continue it on their Samsung phone. While one student utilizes the Explain Everything app on a Chromebook to retell their favorite scene in Hamlet. Another might use iMovie on their iPhone. It's an exciting time to be a student and an exciting time to be a teacher. We are no longer the gatekeepers. We are no longer our learners' sole audience. An A+ posted on a bulletin board in the hallway will no longer do. In our schools, we have authors, reporters, filmographers, designers, and programmers among us already. They're sitting in the desk in your classroom. Let's embrace it. Stop asking your students to turn it in, and rather let's encourage them to publish their work. Let's stop talking about preparing kids to solve real-world problems and have them actually start solving real-world problems. Let's make the answer to the age-old question, when am I ever going to use this in the real world? Today. Having access to and selecting the right tools to showcase their learning, having their smartphones at hand to quickly access new and research new topics, creating rich media, connecting to you, each other, and the world, tackling challenging real-world problems. That's what digital rich learning is all about. Thank you.